Hello. Welcome in, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday so far. Yo. All right, let me do this. Oh no, I forgot to open Stardew. That seems like a missed opportunity if there ever was one. Let's get Stardew opened. While we're waiting, let's go to the face cam. Hi everyone. How are we doing today? You spooked me because I got real close to the mic. Hey, Sapling, congrats on being the first to arrive. Samantha, it's wonderful to see you. Good evening to you, Joe Rotten. Feel like I haven't made it to an algo stream in a week? A week? Well, you're gonna miss me next week, because I will not be here. You sleep through the morning ones, I can't help it. Fair enough. Hey, Fungore, welcome in. How are you doing today? Yo, as it were. Hey, Faja, welcome in. I wish you an amazing day. I wish you an amazing day as well. There, we have Stardew open. Took a minute, didn't it? What? Nice cat on the hoodie. Hey, Neb, how are you doing? Yep, this is one of the rewards for the 1-year stream anniversary. I can't remember who picked it. Oh, you was live. I am live. Hey, Tar, is it Terry? There's a lot of syllables there. Terry Nin. Your notification didn't go off. Terry Nena? I hope I'm saying that right. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Terry Tari. Oh, perfect. Okay. Let me throw that on there. Although this hasn't been working for a while. Tari is how it's said perfectly. Okay, good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Hey Ray, welcome in. How are you doing today? All right, so I'm going to be heading out of here not too long from now. Oh, you're going through the VODs? You're on year 24, episode 5. We're on year 35 now. I cannot believe that it's been over 10 years in game since I started. Man, that seems like it was so long ago. All right, so I am going to be taking a break from streaming starting on Friday this week and all the way until the next Sunday. So a whole week around. It's on my Discord if anyone's curious in the schedule exactly when I'm not going to be here. I'll still be around. I'll probably be in Twitch streams from time to time, but I will not be streaming. So this week we are going to get a move on. Having so much fun with you in the background. I'm glad. That's amazing. Look at this one. All right, let's play. Rejected. What do you mean rejected, Samantha? No problem. Enjoy your lurk. Tari. There we go. No vacation, only stream. I can't stream all the time. I needed a break, and I'm glad to have one. But I'll miss streaming for sure. Affectionately, have a great vacation. Thank you, Samantha. I'll be streaming every day until the vacation. So today, tomorrow, and Thursday. I'll be streaming on all those days. There's so many bombs in here. Wowsies. Okay. These go away. Glad you're talking so I can catch up. Perfect. Thank you, Joe. All right. Let's figure out what we're doing today. So our Skull Cavern invasion quest finished. So we're getting a new quest today. My inventory is cleared out. I'll switch back to the immunity band so I don't forget. Yeah, multiple streaming days. Although on Thursday I will not be streaming this. I'll be streaming something else. A sort of surprise, I suppose. I left a little cryptic message in the stream schedule. Chords challenge? No, it's not going to be the chords challenge. I'm probably not going to end up streaming that. Henry, thank you so much for the subscription. It's wonderful to see you. Hello there indeed. Thank you so much for the resubscription for the 13th month. Congrats on your 1/12 years. I don't remember the decimal for 1/12. It's so lovely to see you, Henry. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. And welcome in as well, Mermaid. I hope you're doing well today. And Brittany, welcome in too. You have stream muted? Okay, so you can't even hear me. Well, even though you can't hear me, hi Brittany, I hope you're doing well. Wait. Are we done with these? Was I not supposed to take these out? Gosh, I cannot even remember. It's been so long. Hey Frayed, welcome in. Yeah, we are done with those. Whoopsies. Alright, let's put these back in. We weren't supposed to take you. There we go. How are you doing today, Frayed? And Mermaid, could you give a shout out to Brittany, please? Brittany's an awesome streamer here on Twitch. You finally broke 1 million golden funds. Congratulations. Okay, so we can clean this out very quickly here. Do we want to do a gamba? Or is it too early? It's never too early. What am I saying? Are we going to get more omnis than anything else from the Statues of Endless Fortune? Tari, Mystic Stones on my farm, summer of year 1? Ooh. Convenient. Are you leaving Michigan live on stream? Yes, I am. No, I won't be leaving until Friday. When in doubt, always gamba. All right, so while that gamba is going, let's go ahead and take care of our island stuff. So you guys can vote. If I get any Omni Geodes, I'll have to move them. How convenient. We actually got a... pick it up, please. We actually got a fiddlehead in the jungle. Right, so get your points in right now. Oh, man. We got some big betters today. Oh, that's why it feels weird. Okay. We don't have our AC on. Okay, we got 1 extra Omni. We'll put that to the side. Who can say, Mermaid? Who can say? How far are we on the fiddlehead? We're about like 1,300 away, so like 1,300 away. Maybe a little bit more than that still. I'd have to check. It's been a while. Ooh, that dig site was crowded. Hey, Mayo. How's it going? Farm. I expect the same, Mayo. I expect the same. We'll be back for those, More likely than not, they'll just forget. Dude, I can't do it. There we go. Why 3 fishing rods? For 3 kinds of fish. Zach, how are you doing? I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. How have you been? Ooh, we got another Skull Cavern invasion. All right, we've had these quests. I don't think I'm even joking here. I think this is the like third week in a row we've had these exact quests. I kind of want to take, it's at least the second. Hey, Not Sunny Day, welcome in. I kind of want to take Skull Cavern invasion again because I was having fun with that. So I'm going to do that. Today we're taking the day off though. We have to collect and distribute these starfruit. That'll be a today thing. Yeah, it's unfortunately really random what quests you get. Well, sort of. You seem to get more of the same in a row. Kind of just how the randomness works, I think. Yes, mermaid, I know. It's not exactly random. Okay, put this away. Oh my goodness. Leyland, thank you so much for the subscription. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, or welcome to the stack rather. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. Thanks so much for using your Prime sub. Now, Zach can talk in Spanish here. Usually only when Onion's here, but I trust Zach. Okay, let's clear out our inventory a little bit here. Logarithm. Oh my gosh, you all are being so great. Thank you so much. Logarithm, welcome back to the stack for the third month. Third month. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. And Soph, thank you so much for the subscription for the third month as well. Welcome back to the stack. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. And thank you all so much for starting a hype train. Hype! Yes, our Onion speaks Argentinian, obviously. Certainly not Spanish. That's from Spain. Oh no, I did a stupid... Alright, hold on one second. I'm so good at doing these stupids. Videos. I think my replays go... Where did I send these replays? Is it these? No, I moved them to a new folder. I'm trying to remember which folder. Okay, here they are. What's the date today? It's not 3/9. Oh, did someone give 100 bits? Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for summoning a picture of Brady for 100 bits. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted by all you rocking it out here. And thank you, Logarithm. So first of all, thank you, Tangerine, for 100 bits. And thank you for summoning a picture of Brady as well, Logarithm, for 100 bits. And Leyland, thank you for redeeming sneakers. You can hang out here. Now there's too many cats in this photo. All right. Why can I not find these replays? Because they don't go here. They go here. I have to move them later. You know. And thank you all so much for starting a hype train. All right, 28 iridium bars, 24 gold bars. 28 iridium bars, 24 gold bars. First thing I do after not streaming for a while, mess this up. All right, let's go check these out, huh? There's never enough cats. That's kind of true, honestly. I'm trying not to make it biased. That's why I've gone to such lengths. All right, let's go finish up our statues here. When the dog noise happened, I thought I thought like it was just in the game. I'm like, why is Stardew being so loud all of a sudden? All right. So, leaving the sewer, it looks like Omnis are a little bit behind. Start things out, but we'll see how this goes. Why do your bones hurt? You should get your bones checked out if they hurt, Zach. Go to a bone doctor. Too many cats? Certainly not. There's no such thing as too many cats. I'm sick. Oh, do you have aches? I'm sorry to hear that, Zach. Hope you get better soon. I get like the worst achiness when I have like the flu and stuff. It's just like I can barely move, it feels like. There is such a thing as too many cats, Tari. Yeah, that's probably true, honestly. I was kind of joking, but I have 4 cats. That was not the plan. Yeah, past a certain point, I imagine taking care of a lot of cats might become more of a nuisance than a benefit. I wonder if everyone has like their own cat limit. Some people it's like 0, you can't have any cats, but like I imagine it goes up more and more depending on certain factors. I can't help but think of things in terms of like physics equations. The limit does not exist. As cats approach infinity, my happiness also approaches infinity. I have just one, and he's perfect and evil. You're allergic to cats? I'm sorry to hear that, Frayed. But I guess you can get a doggy or like a ferret. For some reason, I heard recently that weasels and ferrets make really good pets. I've never actually seen one before, but I don't remember where I heard that. I have dogs. Good choice. Love them to death. Orthopedic surgeon. Oh, are you saying you're an orthopedic surgeon? Dari, that's really cool. They're kind of smelly. Cats or dogs? All animals are a little bit smelly, but so are humans, so take that. Hey, Elena, welcome in. Live without cats, it's empty. I don't know if I'd want to get pets if I was living by myself. Oh, ferrets are smelly. Yeah, that's probably true. Hope you're doing well today, by the way, Elena. Welcome in. And Parker Reeds, welcome in. I hope you're doing well, too. Cats are simply superior to dogs or just to everything? These are the last of my pets. I love my dog. I really do. But I don't feel like I need a pet as much as a lot of other people do. And I'd just be worried I wouldn't take care of it as much as it needed. Okay, Omni's lost. Looks like we didn't even need to keep accurate count there. Looks like they would have lost even if I didn't give back the stuff I put away. What did I just do here? There we go. Okay, choose prediction outcome. Wait. Oh, that was the end of the hype train. Thank you all so much for that hype train. I thought it ended the prediction. I'm like, is Onion here? Is an Onion in class? Okay, so the doubters have it. Congratulations, doubters. Choo-choo. Ooh, that's a cool emote. I like that one. How's the challenge going? It's going pretty well, Zach. Ah, okay. I see, Tari. Hey, DMNC. Welcome in. Omni's made a comeback and then immediately lost. Yeah, it's part of the life cycle of Omnis, unfortunately. That's just how it be. Guess what diamond? Hopefully not 1. But I have no idea. I wouldn't even know where to guess. 69? Yeah, that will be my guess too. That's a good guess, Mermaid. Alright, we're gonna go stop by Sandy real quick, and then the rest of the day we're gonna finish up our starfruit. Not 1, fortunately. I'm gonna go with 7, actually. 7's a good day. Right, let's put these away and then go collect our starfruit. You got stuck in the festival. Interesting. Do you have to go to it? I can't remember. Your challenge is 5 candles, right? So as far as I'm aware, you shouldn't have to go to that festival. Although it might be convenient for one reason or another. You have a day 13 ferry. Oh. Wouldn't you want it on day 14 for strawberries? Or you didn't seed it, right? So it's just random luck? Okay, let's put these down. I didn't know the fairy doesn't spawn if it rains. Oh, I didn't know that either. Well, you should be able to go back one day and just, like, change your steps up. Oh, no, you'd have to go back 2 days. You'd have to go back 2 days because you changed the weather a day in advance. Hey, Prismetric, welcome in. How are you doing today? I must know Saturday. That was an April Fool's prank, right? Yes, it was, Prismetric. Yeah, well, it was a good excuse to play the Stanley Parable, which is a very fun game on stream. The whole video is up on YouTube, by the way, if anyone wants to catch up on the knowledge. Although I trimmed it down, so it's only an hour long instead of the, it's like a 2.5 hour stream, I think. So I cut out some of the parts that weren't super important. The whole thing is on the VOD's channel, though, if you want to see all of it. Oh, interesting. Zach? Huh. Like walking back to see more endings? Are you talking about the things I cut out? No, I cut out a few, like, entire jumps, so, like, and few entire, like, playthroughs that just weren't as good as the other ones, just to cut it down for, like, a decent YouTube time. Blade helped you? That does sound like Blade. I'll get to that video in 1 year. It's not part of the normal 999 challenge. I don't know if you're skipping those or not. You do something that just makes me crack up. I'm glad I'm a source of entertainment. It feels cool. I'm good, how are you? My husband got a huge kick out of Saturday as a programming himself. He would have loved to set something like that up. It was not as hard as I thought it would be. I was worried it would be a lot harder. What I did was I hired a voice actor on Fiverr to play the part of the narrator, and he nailed it. Like, you couldn't even tell. I honestly think the only reason you could tell is because the volumes were different between them. Because I was playing it from a YouTube video and I couldn't get the volumes right. Yeah, it was recording. So what I did was on the last part you click, when you open the letter, basically, and you have to click through it. On the last click, I made it so I just swapped what my screen was showing to a YouTube video after I had played it. And then I reversed the footage of the drawer opening, but changed the speed of it. And then I played the sound effect was part of that YouTube video. Yeah, Grandpa's Bed was just a mod. There's a mod that it's like better intro. Yeah. I cut it out of the YouTube video, but there was a slight jump in the actual video. You can very slightly see the YouTube thing at the bottom. I panicked and did it wrong. If I had done it right, you should have not been able to see it, because I pressed play on my keyboard, so it wouldn't have shown, but... Oh yeah, and Mayo Bear, yeah, there's just a mod called, like, Better Intro. It changes Grandpa's Bed and, like, 1 or 2 other things, just very minor things past that, though. And so I just used that for the intro, because I thought it was funnier that way. Yep. And then I paused the YouTube video once I started playing the Stanley Parable, and I swapped back to it and played it at the very end. It was just the same video. If you are a subscriber, you can go on on Discord, and I posted the video in the subscriber only channel. Just the short one that jumps between it. Who actually watches the intro? I know, right? I thought that was gonna be... That worked out, like, perfectly. I thought of this over a year ago. I think last April Fool's, I thought of this idea. I don't even know if... When did Stanley Parable Deluxe Edition even come out? It might have been before it came out. Right. Not too many more starfruit now. I wonder what the requisite number of starfruit you have to harvest before you go insane is. I've got to be rapidly approaching that number. Oh, thank you, Zach. I'm glad you feel that way. Angel Babez! What's going on with my follow alerts? I don't understand. I feel like this happened the other day, too. But thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'll send you a test alert. There you go.
Oh, it's a person.
Even though it doesn't say your name. How many more times do you have to harvest them? I think I worked out the number and it was like 60, but that was a few harvests ago. And also it didn't take into account all factors, so it'll probably be closer to like 40 more times. Like 12,000 less than you've harvested already. Wonder how much I've harvested. I bet the number of wine I shipped is pretty close to the number of starfruit I've harvested. Only subscribers can know this information. Here we go. 275,000. Let's take off like 15,000 of that, 25,000 of that, and say about 250,000 starfruit has been harvested. Too many times. That's how many. It might be under a stat. I don't know if it keeps track of like individual crop harvests. It'd be cool if it did. I feel like there could be a lot of more stats added to this game. There are a lot of advanced stats. Why doesn't Concerned Ape just let us see them? Like, have a bigger stat screen or something. That's a lot of wine. Yeah, it is. And if you actually multiply that by the sell price of starfruit wine, it is extremely close to the amount of total money I've made, which is kind of funny. Stats plus. Yeah. I bet there might be a mod like that, honestly, Mount Runner. Also, welcome in, Mount Runner. I hope you're doing well. How many units of alcohol is it? Ooh. Well, how much... What's the volume of a wine bottle? And then it's like 13% alcohol per volume. So you could figure that out from there, I suppose. An automated challenge? I think Frazzle has the automate mod, and she's doing this challenge. Is it Frymac? Thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're doing well today. I apologize for the follow alerts not working, but I will throw you a test alert. I'm going to have to go check it with slobs, because that's a persistent problem. Usually it only lasts for like a day when that happens. Starfruit wine's OP for money. Starfruit wine and ancient fruit wine are pretty much what you have to do if you want to earn a lot of money in the late game. Which is a little bit sad. I wish there was some better ways. Golden chickens are pretty comparable in money for like how much less work you have to do. But you also don't get those until after perfection, which kind of makes them useless for anything you're normally going to do in the game. Okay. So 13, we'll say 12.5% then. Ooh, we got 2 golden coconuts out of that. Johnny Girk, thank you so much for the follow. I'll throw you a follow alert. Hey, Benet, thank you so much Thank you. I mean, welcome in. Sorry, my brain just got mixed up there. Yeah, I think I'd heard 750 milliliters before. Ugh, I've had entire wine bottles before. I have regretted it every time, but I've definitely done it. I pour heavy, yep. I think starfruit wine is slightly better than ancient fruit wine. Yeah, there's detriments and benefits to each. Starfruit sells for more, but you have to buy the seeds, which ends up making it and the net profit less, if that makes sense. I mean, it should make sense. It's pretty straightforward, I hope. However, if you have agriculturist, I think starfruit is better, just straight up, but like not by a ton. Each monster has its own kill count. That makes sense though. You have to keep track of that, most of them at least, for the eradication goals. So it makes sense that he would just add it to the other ones as well, just in case he wanted to add more eradication goals or something. Each individual type. Oh, that's so cool. It's probably just how the code tracks it at all. Yeah, Starfruit's 9 days with DSG, but 8 with Agriculturist and DSG. And if you have Hyperspeed Grow, it's just straight up better. If you have Hyperspeed Grow, it's by far better. But Hyperspeed Grow is extremely expensive. I wish I set it up a long time ago, but I never did. And at this point, it's too late for it to really make a difference. I'd have to redo the whole crop field only to change it in like a year and a half. Yeah, Ancient Fruit's always 7. Which I think with Agriculturist and Hyper Speed Grow, I think Ancient Fruit is 6. Starfruit is 6. I don't know if that's exactly correct, but I think it is. Huh. I missed something. I think I know which one I missed, now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, Ancient Fruit's always 7. I'm talking about Starfruit DMNC. Yeah, without Hyperspeed Grow, they're pretty much comparable to a point like that you should just pick the one you want. Like, it almost doesn't make a difference. It will make a difference, but only across, like, maybe like a dozen harvests, which who's going to do a dozen harvests unless you're me? Yeah. It's a lot better to buy seeds than to make them. The mermaid, for sure. You lose so much more money by turning starfruit into seeds. Actually, it's not so much more, I'd imagine, but it is more, for sure. Oh, it is 7. Okay, interesting. All right, so tomorrow, we go to Skull Caverns. Let's do this. Eight-day Starfruit is just better. Yeah, so if you have Agriculturist and Deluxe Speed Grow, it's better. I'm just too lazy to switch my professions, mermaid. Plus, as I mentioned before, like, I'm not gonna harvest every, like, 8 days. I guess I could, but... like, I'm not in a hurry to get the money. I will get the money. I'm doing other stuff during my days, rather than harvesting and kegging. I already had dinner, but I'm still hungry. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. That's gonna be me soon, though. Petrified slime, petrified slime. Are they all petrified slime? It looks like it. Sweet. Okay, so we just need some petrified slime in our lives. 12 of them, if I'm doing my math correctly. Okay. Cork, how are ya? Fell asleep watching Kaboo? No comment. How did his runs go, by the way? Oh, you fell asleep. If anyone else was there, how'd the runs go? I saw he was live right when I got home, but by then I was already going live. Nothing good today? It's a shame. It's cool to see that Cord pushed him into going back to CC runs. Chords PBs, that's so amazing. I'm so happy for him. He's grinded that category so hard. He absolutely deserves it. It's also good to see competition in that category. He's shaking in his boots, I know. Welcome back, Zach. You have 1,000 kegs. Yep, we're gonna let these just grow naturally. Maybe I shouldn't, honestly. I'll make the decision in a second here. Cord could have sniped it while Habu wasn't paying attention. Put that in, put that in. Yeah, we should take all these. Summon the stoned fish, sapling. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Whoa, look who's back. Hey, friends! Welcome to Algo Stream. Is that how you sound stoned? That's not how I. That's how I sound stoned, probably. Mermaid, the other day. Mermaid, the other day. I saw someone. I saw someone plant an entire field. And then go back and plant the harvest an entire field and then go back and plant the seeds afterwards. I want you to know that that was burned into my mind the other day. I think I was watching a streamer. I don't remember who it was. Not in a speedrun? No, no. They harvested an entire field and then they went and got their seeds and then planted afterwards. In a casual playthrough. I guess we're all learning, you know? It hurt me a little bit inside. The inefficiency of it all. It's kind of cute, to be honest. The stonefish or my voice? Alright. Oh, we need to go, don't we? Where are we at? 9? I absolutely didn't do it either. I do that sometimes. You're Yeah, you're placing speed grow and harvesting. Yeah, that was different, Larian. This was during the season. The speed grow and everything was already there. They went and harvested and then just went and got seeds and planted. Yeah, I know, Tari. I'm not like saying that they did something bad or anything. It just kind of hurt to see like, oh my gosh, you could do this so much faster and easier by just doing it at the same time. It's kind of like when I'm watching my students sometimes and they're like figuring out some hard concept and I can't tell them how to do it because learning how to do it is part of learning the concept, you know? I'm just like, you'll get there, okay? Just keep working. Yeah, that's true as well, Arian. Play the game however you want. I say that all the time. You just want to help, you know? Yep. Do we want to do a late prediction here? All right, you all just have 1 minute to vote. Very short vote time. And I won't leave the sewer until that vote's done. I totally forgot to do it earlier, so. So you get a little extra information on this one. Maybe a slightly more informed decision. Omnis are down more than 10 at the moment, so can't play this game without mods anyways. I want to do a modded playthrough. And I probably will at some point. I find most mods like things I don't want to add to the game. There are some good ones for sure. Wow, there is a lot of doubters. You know, like, we're not even halfway done, right? Not even close. There's a lot of statues out there. Doubter for life. Fair enough. You cannot fish to save your life. Yeah, mods would be in order then for that. I've always liked the fishing in this game. All right, time to go. Always doubt. Someone put a lot in that one. Let's see summary here. I won't say who. Oh, there's a few people that put a lot in that one. Yeah, it's 6,500 to 23,000. I guess anyone can look, right? Okay, let's see where it's gonna go. I believe in Omnis. Omnis don't believe in you, unfortunately. You ever considered the fact that maybe Omnis don't believe in you? You pray so badly for Omnis. Is this Hollow Knight or Terraria? I think it's Terraria? Chat will know. Celeste. Okay, wow, that was embarrassing. We'll be playing Celeste soon, though. When I play Celeste, I'll probably just leave Celeste's music on. Playing. I'll have you know. Best sound on the soundtrack? Ooh, that's a hot take. It's a good one for sure. Isn't this like the first level's music? Reflection. Second. Ah. That's the one with the I really like that effect though. They're like called the star things or whatever. The ones that you like slide through at the same angle that you go into them until you come out the other side. Hey Blade, how are you doing by the way? Hope you're doing good. Legendary SoundCloud artist. That's awesome. Can we get a shout out for Blade? Just do exclamation mark Blade. It'll put more of the things in there. Thank you, Sapling. Blade's an awesome streamer and YouTuber in the Stardew Valley space. If you're looking to see this game broken in unfathomable ways. Unfathomable? Unfathomable. My tongue doesn't do that. Then you should go check Blade out. I've played Celeste before, Mermaid. Not like a lot. I got through the first level. I wasn't that bad at it. I just wasn't very good at it. I really enjoyed it, for sure. I was gonna use a death counter. We should have a separate death counter. I don't know much about Hollow Knight, but for Celeste it would be pretty funny, I think. Wow, Omni's got destroyed again. All right, choose prediction. Doubters have it again. Sorry about your points, believers. One of these days, bang, boom, zoom straight to the Omnis. Someone did a crazy Celeste run recently. I feel like crazy Celeste runs have been done for a long time. Welcome in, Pickle Rick. I hope you're doing well today. Y'all are popping off right now. I can't keep up. 202 Deathless? Man, the stuff I've seen in that game, I'm not surprised about anything anymore about Celeste. I'm always so impressed with speedruns of that game. I'll have to check that out, actually. That's something I'd be interested in seeing. Doubters rise up. Congrats on your filthy points, logarithm. Enjoy them, I suppose. All right, Tuesday. Let's go to the desert. We only need one of these, actually. 10 tea sets. It's good to have two numbers there. Feels right. I feel like I'm missing something. What else do I bring to Skull Cavern? I swap out for this ring. You just missed a big Gamba? Yeah, it was pretty big, actually. Lots of doubters. About the normal amount of believers, though. We did start a little late on it. Bombs. I honestly don't even normally bring bombs with me. Because I can always just ladder. Life elixir. I have cakes. Yeah, I think this is all I normally bring. Your favorite is Resurrections? It was Resurrections. I think it switched to another Celeste song. Oh, it was Reflections, actually. I think my favorite is either Summit or Facing Yourself. I think those are both really good songs. I like high-paced stuff, though. So I get that that's not for everyone. Oh, my hands are not ready for this right now. Nothing over there worth grabbing. That's unfortunate. I thought I went down there. Dang it. Wait, what'd you get, Samantha? What do I do with all these points? You can summon sneakers a lot. You can change my hat. You can change the horse's hat. You can change the shed. The shed has been dark for a long time now. Spring is approaching. It might be time for that. Get flexed on. Calm down, Samantha. You're distraught. For the audits. Oh, the troves. No, I open them on breaks. So basically, I go take a break while the troves are being opened. Yeah, I really liked like giving talks and everything while opening the troves, but it was just so much work. I had to like prepare for the talk and everything, and I just like I couldn't do that every time. And we also it necessitated opening up so many more troves. So now we just do it every time I take a break. I open up 300 of them. These all guys do not stop. Jeez, go away. I do Backstreet Boys as much as possible. That's how you get rid of your points. Dude, there's nothing here. There's one, finally. We have a 999-minute stream at some point. We can use it for that. What enchantments are on my hammer? I have just the Artful enchantment, which makes it so the cooldown is extremely short on the attack. So I can do this, and then I can do this. I can just spam the attack very, very, very quickly. It's probably the... I mean, I think it's definitely the best one for the hammer. It's not very good on the other weapons as much, though. It's okay on the dagger. It's just not good at all on the sword, because the block is kind of useful at the beginning of the game, but then not at all afterwards, unfortunately. Yeah, it's definitely pretty good on the dagger. I prefer other things than the dagger, though. We're back again. Give me this, please. Oh, I'm just really good at this, I guess. Whoops. Another treasure floor. Winter seeds. Does block break the monster hitbox temporarily allow you to walk through? I'm so confused. What? Agina? What do you mean, Blade? Oh, okay. I see. I can see how Summit could be your favorite. How are you feeling at the point in the game learning the mechanics where the story is at? Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I haven't even played the game. I've just watched people play it, and I just get such a powerful feeling while Summit's happening. It's just like the music fits so well with what you're doing. I wonder if I only like it so much because of the context. Like, I bet removed from context, I wouldn't like it as much. But, like, I just have that visual of you, like, finally freed of all your worries, reaching the top of the mountain. It's just such a amazing thought and feeling. We wouldn't roast you. There are better targets around. Who could you possibly be referring to there, Mermaid? Who could you be talking about with that? Yeah, I agree completely. I was so enamored by just the idea of like climbing the metaphorical mountain while climbing the mountain. It's like so obvious, right? But like they do it so well. All right, I don't see anything else here. Sam is elite? Maybe. Are you referring to a different Sam? Oh, that Sam. Okay, yeah, that Sam's great. you were talking about the Sam in Stardew for some reason. Sam in Stardew can't even kickflip. I know, it's been 35 years. You think you'd learn to do something. Hi, it's Issei? Welcome in, it's Issei. I hope you're doing well today. Ooh, good rhyme, too. Learn to do a kickflip. Gosh, I learned how to do a kickflip. Although I only did it once, I think. About when I stopped skateboarding at all. And switched to blading, my true skill. What are you up to? We're trying to collect 999 of every stacked item in the game. So right now we're looking for Galaxy Souls. Prismatics are pretty nice. Dwarf Scrolls. Slime is a big thing we're looking for. And then these Q Gems. I'd like to get to 2,000 by the end of the week here. And I think it should be pretty easy. I'd like to get to like 2,200 actually by the end of the week. I can talk so much clearer when my headphone isn't completely on. The noise canceling like messes up my speech so badly. Now that I have a new mic, maybe I can get away without headphones. I might have to look into that. I'll have to mess with the settings. But I probably have to get the mic closer to my face. Can you all guess where the mic is right now? It's right here. Oh, I can't even get it in the camera shot. Yeah, there it is. Maybe that will help a little bit. I might be a little loud now. We'll see. The mic is in the building. Yeah, I keep it below the camera here. Oh, you can just barely see it now. Whoa. It's all right for what it is, right? Sorry about the noise there. I'm sure like me touching the mic is like very loud. On a boom arm? Yeah, I got a boom arm for it as well. Maybe one day I'll clean up and I'll actually just take a picture of my setup. I'm not going to take a picture of my setup right now because it is, it's not even dirty. It's just really messy. There's just like papers strewn about everywhere. Yeah, I'm also worried about the thing the arm is attached to. It's a dresser. It's like some shelves next to it, but the shelves are made out of like a plasticky kind of wood. I'm worried that like eventually it's not gonna be able to hold the weight, but it hasn't been any problems yet. It's only been like a week though. I might take it down while I go on vacation. I can take it out of the stand too and just set it down while I'm not using it. That might cause more stress on it though. I have clamped mine to a windowsill. Yeah, it's like the one thing about the clamp that I don't understand. It's like my desk cannot do a clamp at all. Whoops, I thought I was paused. My desk is made out of glass. If I were to clamp it to my desk would not survive the experience. Luckily, I have a nearby shelf to clamp it to. Do you have a chocolate bar wrapper that's been cut up into strips because of boredom? I've done similar things for sure. Not a chocolate wrapper though, because that's not something I can eat anyways. Hey, it's Issei. Thank you so much for the follow. Let me send you a follow alert because they're not working right now for some reason. I don't know if it's a slobs thing or something else. Tempered glass? I'm pretty sure it's tempered, but like the mic is heavy. It probably wouldn't like instantly break it, but it would certainly cause weakness in it. You're gonna be heading out? All right, thanks for coming by. It's Issei. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. It's so much better than the pen on glass mic you had when you started. Yes, I think the biggest thing, best change about this mic is it's not on my table. So, like you can hear that when I hit, but it used to be like so loud every time I just tap my desk because it would go up through the microphone that was on top of the desk. Now it's a lot better in that regard. Also, this is just a really expensive mic, so it just sounds better. This algorithm guy has followed you like 5 times already. I know, right? It was happening like on the community farm day too. So I don't know if I had to like reset something. I restarted my computer today, so can't be that. And the other alerts are working, which is the weird thing. Yeah. I'm pretty fine with where it is right now, Tari, because I can like move my mic to the side and then it goes up against my bookshelf when I spin it. So it's out of the way. So when I'm not using it, I can just move it away very easily. So it kind of worked out really well where it is right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Issei asked about the hardest thing to stack. It's T-sets. I have to figure out the pattern because I left it somewhere and I don't remember where I left it. I have to go searching for it. It was pretty loud, but not as loud as your yell when you misclick a staircase and miss bats. True enough. Ooh, my health. I need to pay attention to that. Can't wait to catch a live T-set day. We're not too far off. Well, hopefully next winter we'll get one. We've had 2 in a row where we couldn't get it, so. We're overdue, as the gambler's fallacy goes. Oh yeah, you wouldn't know, Tari. We found, well, Blade did, and I commandeered a much better method to get the T-set now. So I can pretty much guarantee it. Can't guarantee it. As long as I know who's giving me the gift, I can figure out exactly when I need to enter. Obviously, someone has to be able to give me the gift still, but... So if it's like Vincent or Willie or Evelyn who can't give me a T-set, then I can't get it. But if it is someone who can give a T-set, I can almost guarantee it. Almost. There are some people who don't really move much, and as a result are very unlikely to give me a T-set. Like Pierre never moves, so if he doesn't give me a T-set, I can never get it from him that year. And a tax ad. How does it work to guarantee the T-set? The pattern repeats itself, and it also only changes once per year, and it changes by a predictable amount. So as long as I can find the pattern, which I've kind of already done to some extent, I can use that pattern next year and the year after and the year after that. Yeah. The only thing I still have to do is map out the positions of all the villagers at any given time, which I've started to do that, and then I decided I might as well just do it every time the villager comes out so I can spread the work out a little bit and don't have to do it all at once. That's wild. Yeah, it's very convenient too, because it cuts down my resets to like at most 2 per year instead of what was well, as many as it took. Yeah, that made it so much easier to mark where the villagers were. Before I was like so much more inaccurate. Now I can note the exact moment that they switch tiles. Whereas before I was literally guessing. I was like, okay, on this frame, they're mostly in this next tile, so I'm gonna go on that frame. They do move a lot during a 10-minute tick. They have a speed of, like... It's the same as your walking speed, I think, when you, like, hold down shift. Well, not with speed buffs, obviously. I think it's every 0.5 seconds they move a tile. So, IRL, 0.5 seconds, they move 1 tile. And so there are 7 tiles in a tick. So they could move 14 tiles in 7 seconds. Is it 7 seconds? I can't even remember. Something close to that. Yeah. Grab all the mats. I was not paying attention and now I'm dead. The bane of Stardew. I agree, Samantha. They definitely have a higher chance than other items. It's not like completely spread evenly, but I'm very annoyed how often I get them with how useless they are to me. For most players, like even into the late game, they're a pretty decent reward. For me, they're just like, yeah, I'll just leave it where it dies. I imagine they're like a 20% reward or something like that, like 20% of the time. I can't guarantee that, but it certainly feels like it to me. Probably closer to 10. It just feels worse because I get it so often and I don't want it. We got 6 of these scrolls today. We're almost done with those. I didn't see how much slime I got, but hopefully it was close to a stack. All right. Pink cake day, let's go. Unfortunately, we will not be grabbing that many pink cakes. Just the ones here. I have enough right now, and I'll get more when I need them, but for now, I'll just leave these here. I know. I'll leave the ones far out there. I'd rather spend my day in Skull Caverns is the only thing, Samantha. Otherwise, I'd grab them for sure. We got lots of slime today, though. Let's go, slime. I'm going to keep it in that chest over there. Scamba? On pink cakes? Oh. No, I will not scam you, chat, as much as you want it. I believe in fairness, even if you all don't. It's amazing that we're already... Like, every fish we have out right now, we've finished... Ooh, look at all that slime! Look at all that slime! We've pretty much finished the fish for every fish that's out right now. We're waiting on the roe. This is why we prefer onion. Yeah, onion will lie to you, cut and dry. Onion don't care. 190 slime in one day. How do you italicize on Twitch? I don't even see it. It just looks all caps to me. Onion gives us scams. You never scam when Onion's not here. So of the fish that are out right now, all 4 of these, I'm finished with the fish and I'm waiting on the roe. 2 of them are fairly close to going into the jars, but I still need a whole nother stack from them. I'm pretty sure we have the stack of Dorado. Yes. So for Dorado, all we're waiting on is for this stack to be finished. As soon as this stack is done. Oh, it's italics for you. If you have 7TV, it changes it to the color of the person's name. So yours is blue. I assume that's 7TV doing that. Because I don't know what else it would be. Alright. Let's go to the mines. Look at all that slime. Alright, let's go. I'm gonna take 2 of these today. It used to show color on standard Twitch. Interesting that they changed that. Yeah, 7TV has been a little bit rude lately. I'm still keeping it for now, but I really did not like the new emotes thing that they added. I kind of wish they just kept the one that's like separate emote things rather than commandeering Twitches. It just felt unnecessary. More times than I want the 7TV emotes, I want my Twitch emotes. Like, they're why I subscribe to channels, so I can have those emotes. Also to support friends, but, you know, it's mostly for the emotes. Also, the emote bar has been very laggy. Which that hasn't been too much of a problem, because I'm a slow typer anyways. Alright, we need to move here. I want to find a monster floor. That would be really nice. If one of these was a monster floor. While I'm here, though, might as well, look at how many slimes there are, and none of them have gems in them. Actually, can't see that one in the bottom there. I'm gonna assume it doesn't. No. Lots of slime, though. Hey, Axolotl man, how are you doing today? Welcome in. Trying not to die. The hardest thing ever. What ad blocker were you using, Cork, that was causing that problem? Because I haven't had that kind of problem with it. Yeah, I don't think any of them block Twitch ads anymore. Twitch got smart about it. There was a separate extension that blocked Twitch ads that worked for a while. Oh, by the way, quick reminder. If you have any extensions that you don't ever use, just get rid of them. Because I've had extensions that I've just stopped using that like turned into malware later on. So just like minimize the amount of extensions you have. That's something I do every so often. So if you have like multiple ad blocks, just get rid of one of them. Get rid of all but one of the ones you're using. Unless you need both of them. I have uBlock Origin, but I don't think it gets rid of Twitch ads. I don't see ads, but that's because I have Turbo. What are extensions? They're things you can add to your browser that like change things. So your Internet Explorer, not like literally Internet Explorer, but like Google Chrome or Firefox. Kat, welcome in. How are you doing today? So they make like little changes to your browser. So I have an extension where I can double click on a word and it will give me the definition of that word. I use that a lot and I really like it. Like sometimes I just forget, sometimes I don't know the word, and sometimes I know the word, but I want to like clarify the definition. It also allows you to double click and play like what it means or like play the sound for it. Let's see here. So I could click on this word, for instance.
Context.
And it like tells me how to pronounce it, which is very useful for me. You don't sound like an idiot? Yeah, I know, right? It's a tough bargain we have to make here. I've heard Adblock Plus was problematic. I don't know if that's true, but I switched to uBlock Origin because of that. Never learned how to say
Sashimi.
And
Calico.
Well, that was a very ASMR voice for Calico there. You whispered in my ear all the things I didn't want to hear. Razzle, how are you doing? You say, I think you spelled that wrong. Cork. Worcestershire? I have heard it multiple ways before, though. But I've always heard it Worcestershire. Hello, floor 20, my old friend. Don't need that. Pretty pitiful bat floor with Skull Cavern Invasion and Monster Muscot. Where are my bats? Worcestershire? Pretty sure there's only one R pronounced. Worcestershire? Or is it Worcestershire? I don't know. I don't know which R you would not pronounce. Hey, Mermaid, while you're hanging out in England, could you ask your country why it doesn't pronounce the word Shire as Shire? Asking for literally everyone. Worcestershire. I have never heard it pronounced that way. I don't know if it's a regional accent thing or what, but I have never heard it pronounced that way before. That would be too easy. Fair enough. It's not like English. It's not like English is already phonetic or anything. I'm from New England, so we drop R's anyways. You from Boston? Or Baltimore? Earn, and earn. I guess, no, wait, Baltimore's not in New England, is it? It's a little bit further south than that, for sure. Lamb, how are you doing? Welcome in. Boston's nearby, though. Boston is definitely in New England. There's a Worcestershire in Massachusetts, like the city. Interesting. Guess you gotta copy something. Where the heck are my good slimes? Oh, we have a monster floor. Why does it suck? 27's pretty far. No Shire? I said Worcestershire. I didn't say Shire, did I? I didn't mean to. I know it's not pronounced Shire at the very least. Dude, for a monster floor, this kind of is terrible. How to pronounce calico? I've got that one down. I've been made fun of sufficiently enough to make it do it right now. That's my motivating factor, is to not be made fun of as much. Worked through high school. I will pronounce that word how I want to. Because I'm not entirely sure you're correct about that one, Samantha.
Worcester.
I am disgusted and appalled by that pronunciation.
Worcester.
That's not how you pronounced it either, Samantha. That was 2 syllables. You put 3 in yours. That was basically that was rooster with a W. Oh, that's a different word. Why isn't the pronunciation coming up for this one? I have to know how this is pronounced.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Okay. Wow.
Worcestershire.
How do the Brits say it?
shire. The shire is a county, aka a state. So we say shire when it's by itself. If it's put into something, then it's shire. For example, Lancashire, Gloucester, Nottinghamshire, named after Shire. It's located.
Have I been there?
You have been there.
Worcester.
Think of Rooster,
Rooster.
Ruster,
Worcester.
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 You know, everyone else is just wrong. I have decided this. English is such a good language. It certainly has its downs. Not so sure about the ups yet. Galaxy Soul. While you're all trapped in there, I'll take that. The joys of English. I love that one, Cork. I've never heard that before. I think you meant to write. That. I don't know if that was the intentional pun there, but I like it. I will say English is pretty good for puns. It's got that going for it. I'm proud of that quote. That's not even a failed pronunciation. One second, Axolotl. Let's see. We use co-op to get a stack of legend? No. No multiplayer for this challenge. I believe Chunky is doing multiplayer if he's still working on the challenge. I decided early on that that was not a good idea. And I think I was right. Okay, we got all that. Why am I so slow? How many more items is it? It's a lot. It's a lot of items. I do not know all of them off the top of my head, but all the legendary fish. A lot of the items that you get as rewards. Mermaid pendants. What's the other one? What's the name of those items? The coffee machine and the mini shipping bin are two examples that are really annoying. Arcade machines? Oh, do those stack? Oh god. I have limits to my depravity. There you go. Can you get multiple? I assume. If you, maybe not actually. Maybe you can't even get multiple, even on multiplayer. I'll beat it once first, and then I'll see how I'm feeling. I almost deleted the Void Essence. I gotta remember not to. Yeah, Prairie King's the worst one for me. I could suffer through Junimo Kart 999 times, I think. I could just pretend I was speedrunning it, and by pretend, I mean, like, actually speedrun it. I'd probably get pretty good at speedrunning it, honestly. The more annoying thing would just be switching players every time. I'm not entirely sure how I would do that. I'd probably just do LAN with myself. Hurricane, I would not enjoy that. That's just, it's too long of a game by comparison. Like, I could probably average like 6 minutes on Junimo Kart if I got good at it. Hurricane is like a 20-minute game. At best. And there's no way to speed it up. Like, you can't be faster at it. That's my joke? Oh, okay, Samantha. I'm sorry. I'll let you handle that. Did we get a shout out for Samantha, by the way? I don't think we did. Can someone shout out Samantha? They're awesome. They just started streaming. They stream CC speedruns, which is insanity. You should go check them out. Yeah. Samantha has a sub 3 in CC, which is a pretty elite club there. I think there's only like 5 of you? Maybe 6 now? Oh. That's gone. Let's fix that problem. Maybe 6, maybe if you include Joe. I mean, Joe definitely did get one, even if the run's not verified yet. I seen it with my own eyes. Is your run verified yet, Samantha? I know they were behind on a lot of them. Yes. Block option, report option. Where's the look at page? Wait for what, Tari? You're 4th. Oh, dang. That's awesome. Congratulations, Samantha. Ah, I see. Yeah, if you click on someone's name, it should be a little heart to follow them. You click the heart to do the following. Oh, now it's blocking me. And yeah, you click their name if you're going to their page. Is that amethyst backwards? No, that's right. Okay. It looked wrong for some reason. Get off that floor. I missed. I've never done that before. Oh, and Frazzle. Oh, Frazzle. Hi, Frazzle. Yes, Frazzle streams. We were talking about you earlier, weren't we, Frazzle? Someone was talking about a modded playthrough of this. Yeah, Frazzle does modded 999. Which makes a lot of things easier, and then a lot more things exist. Are you using Automate, Frazzle? I think you are, right? Yeah, Frazzle's very fun. You have a good time over there, so you should give her a follow. We should make like a 999 extended universe command. You're thinking about doing it? Oh yeah, check out what Frazzle's doing then. You have done Satisfactory. I wish Automate was a little bit more involved, like Satisfactory and like the create mod is in Minecraft. Right now it just feels like you just place down paths, which feels, I don't know, weaker. Should I start a 999 profile? It'd be cool to have like a shared document that like links to everyone's 999 challenges and the various rules that they're doing. And like their spreadsheets. I think we could do something like that. Oh, Habu's gonna do a one in every item challenge. That should be pretty fun. A little bit short of the requisite amount, but you know what? I won't say nothing. Whoops, I'm missing. I love creeping on people's spreadsheets. I do too, Mount Runner. I agree. There's something kind of exciting about it. You fixed your VOD from Sunday? Oh, I'm glad you were able to get it fixed. Did you just mute the section, or did you have to, like, re-upload it? I know, Mermaid. Is he also going to get, like, the secret notes and stuff? I'm sure he's thought about all that. He knows a lot about this game. There's some pretty interesting items out there. There's also some, like, weird items that you can get under weird circumstances. I'm interested to see that now. What he's gonna do with all that. Hey, I like how you said the exact same thing as me, Mermaid. Ooh, what is that smell? It smells delectable. There might be food in my future here. How are we doing on time? I'm glad I got to this floor. God, that smells so good. What is that? I have no idea what that is. My nose is actually, like, super good. I've realized this fairly recently, which is kind of weird to me. Like, I can usually tell what something is, like, at a single sniff from very far away. I think this is... It smells Italian. I think it's like lasagna. Maybe. Maybe chicken parm. Ooh, I hope it's chicken parm. How is the Rose TV remote situation? I imagine he's doing non-multiplayer as well, Mount Runner, so any item you can't keep probably doesn't count toward the total. Welcome in, Soup. I hope you're doing well today. I'll go commenting on smelling food and Soup arrives. Yeah, that smells way too good. No message yet. Oh my gosh, there's so much here. How does Soup do it? I called Soup. The Soup call. Auto petter, please. Yeah, I'll take that. That's pretty decent. I called Soup on the telephone. I had that old rotary phone where you just go... Yeah, just like that. And Soup came running. Are some of you all not old enough to know what that is, by the way? That's pretty likely, I think. Does not sound like that. I will admit my my fault in sound design there. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be doing multiplayer, would be my guess. Because again, multiplayer unlocks some weird options for items. Also, maybe he doesn't need to keep them. Is that the plan? I have no idea what his exact plan is, though. I thought I just died there. It was right as I got hit by the monster. Unfortunately, I have used rotary phones. I've never used one, but my grandma had one. We got 1,500 slime. That's so good. Yeah, your grandma had it in the kitchen. Grandmas and rotary phones. Great combination. 2 more stacks to the pile. Look at all that slime. Oh, it's so beautiful. I wonder how close we are to getting done with... Wait, did we finish that? Certainly not. This might be done. We might be sitting on a finished stack here. Let's go ahead and do that and see how we did. I think we hit... Yeah, we hit sap density here. 1 full chest full of sap. We'll have yellow items for all eternity. Speaking of which. Stack? Stack? Let's see. We can find out right now, can't we? Take those. And let's take all of that. And just in case, let's take that too. I'm going to take these out. So I can't possibly go over. Oh, that looks good. We hit it. 999 slime incubators. Wow. We hit that quick. I wasn't expecting that for a while. Hi, YouTube. I'm not going to like post this to YouTube or anything. Maybe not yet, at least. That's so many. I think we need to start putting down slime egg presses and utilizing them. Push-up glasses? Okay, I can do that. Hey, you can see my mic in this shot. Hello. For you, Axolotl Man. I can't, like, get a good grip here. Hold on. I was here. Jeez. Okay. Let's go ahead and put these away where they belong. That was the last thing that required slime in a significant capacity. It was also the last thing that required iridium bars in any capacity. I'm pretty sure. So that is officially iridium bars completely utilized. Do you have 999 Monster Musk? I do. It's just hanging out in here. I have the extras I need. But you're probably right. I should make some more Monster Musk while I'm just here right now anyways. One stack is only 33. That seems like so few. Hey, Filthy Gorilla, how are you doing? Mermaid, I'm just scared. I don't want to mod the game at all. I just want this, whenever I open this file, I want it to be completely free of mods. But I do like that idea. That's kind of what my ticker is down there for. Oh, for Habu. Nah, for Algo. That's a good idea then. Yeah. Sorry, I misunderstood what you were talking about. Yeah, that would be a good idea for Habu. You can get sap so many ways. You deconstructed basic fertilizer. How long? Does anyone know how long a slime egg press takes? Tapping mahogany trees for sap. Oh my gosh. Yeah, killing slimes gets you so much sap that I have just no need to think about it. Heavy tapper for a hardwood tree. Every 10 seconds it produces sap. What does that even do for a heavy tapper on a hardwood tree? Probably doesn't make a difference. It's probably still just one day, right? More efficient. At the very least, you get to flex. Yeah, I guess if you can automate deconstructors, like, you can do a lot more because you just wouldn't care. You don't have to bother putting it in and everything. Deconstructors are like the only reason to use hoppers as well. Oh, geode crusher automation is pretty nice. Okay. We're not doing a Gamba today, by the way, because we're not going to get the rest of it. We're going to put all this away. Where did I get this from? Just in case. I wish hoppers could take things out too. We all do. Well, I don't think that much. I kind of like how it is, to be honest. $20 hours for the egg press? Perfect. What is the best quality of life mod? Filthy Gorilla? Ah, you're being facetious. I seize. My favorite quality of life mod is CJP. What is it? CBJ cheats menu. The great quality of life mod. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep these on me, and then when I run out, I can switch it. CJB, whatever. Letters are hard for me. Okay, we won't discuss this into great detail. CPJ, CGP, CJP. K says 7-2. I teach physics. Actually, letters I should be pretty good at because I teach physics. XQC. I was just saying letters. You know what? Some of those letters are correct. Probably. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna get out these slime egg presses. I don't know where to put them. Oh, I know where to put them. Perfect. What the heck? What? It hasn't been doing this forever. I'm so confused. Can I get them in the correct order? That starts with a 5. Someone want to quickly work out the odds of them ending up in the correct order? Really quick. 1, 3, close. 1, 3, nope. 1, 3, oh. 69%, that's about right. It's not completely randomizing, I don't think. Yeah, it's going through the same ones. 8 factorial. I think you're right, Rubber Band Man. But it's it looks like it's going in the same order because this has come up a bunch of times. I don't know why it's randomizing to the same orders every time. Yeah. Seems like a weird way to do randomization, but who am I to judge? I'm certainly not a judger. Because it isn't very random. Fair enough. That's a pretty decent argument for that. All right. We are going to go to Skull Caverns, but first we must do one thing. One special thing. Oh. Oh my. Are we out? Has it become the time? Let's see. We might... I think we'll have enough here, but probably next time we won't. That's a crazy feeling. Oh no, we got quite a bit left. I already got the magic rock candy. Shows how much you're paying attention. Okay, good to go. You think I come here to watch you? No, I know what you're here for. Memeing in the chat. Clint working overtime. Clint's got work to do. Clint gets well compensated for his work, I have to say. That is... Why do I keep clicking Corey? What's wrong with me? A homer ball for Winter Star. Alright, y'all. First one in the chat gets to see what the spoons face off against. Spoons versus what? I can't do versus spoons. Is not technically possible. I saw pumpkins first, which is unfortunate because I literally just... Okay, perfect. I can set it back together. All right, so 2 minutes. Spoons versus golden pumpkins. Get that going. I should take off the stonefish now. It has been sufficiently stoned. And we're going to get to work here. Okay, I'm going to turn off my face cam so you can no longer see my ugly face. and I'm gonna go eat dinner, which is very exciting in some ways. So I'll see you all when I get back. I am gonna run some ads while I'm gone. I hope you do not feel too lowly of me as a result of that, but I will not be here, so all you'd be looking at is Clint, and no one wants to do that for the whole time. So I'm gonna go get my food. I'll be back really soon. Have a good break, everyone, and bet your points on spoons or golden pumpkins. See you all in just a little bit. I know I'm not ugly. I'm just making it funny. All right, see you all soon. Yeah, check Mel out. Mel, and Mel. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Well, Mel. Mel's an awesome streamer here on Twitch, and you should check them out. SO me. Don't work like that, unfortunately, Axolotl man. Check out all three of the Mels at the same time. Alright. Close that. Good. Good. Alright. Pumpkins won, even though it was kind of a jumping decision on that one. Congratulations to the believers in Pumpkins. Spoons, they really tried, we'll say. Anchors killed it. How many anchors? Oh my god, there's 22 anchors? That might be the highest we've ever gotten from a set of 333. I'm in debt now? I don't think you can go into the negatives, unless I'm missing something. Okay, Ancient Dolls are still ahead of Golden Pumpkins by 1. Nice, by the way. So, Golden Pumpkins are still our least at 868. But they caught up a lot there. 896. Any other 800s? 883. Yeah, nothing close to the 860s other than those, though. Alright, let's put these away. Very good. Oh, cam's still off? Whoops. I just didn't want you to see me. Is that so weird? Alright, I think we're ready to go. Let's grab the 2 monster musks we'll need today. We might be able to get away with 1, but nah, we'll need 2. It's still early in the day. Thank you, pot friend. Yes, Samantha. I definitely could do that. It only takes like 6 minutes per maze. Oh, Mel's pulling in sneakers. No, keep it off. I didn't forget the game this time, at least. That's a much worse situation. You can't see my face, at least, you know. Everything else is still good. Also, spam the emotes you like, because whatever ones you don't use are probably the ones I'm going to trade out for other ones. Because we're getting new emotes soon, so I'm going to have to do that. I don't think those are going to get changed out, Samantha. Although the non-animated Pride one might, just because the animated Pride one already exists. It's kind of like a double up. Cork, that's all of them. I like them all, okay? Fair enough. I also like them all. There's just limits to how many I can have, and I've got ideas. I've got ideas. Mostly. Dude, I'm stuck. I have no idea how I got stuck there. Watch out, Algos has ideas. Congrats, you recognize your own emotes. Well, someone has to. Larian, no! It's been years! I was so good! It's all ogre now. It's been decades since I've lost. Everyone, don't read Larian's comment for your own good. Dude, it's not letting me hit this. There we go. It's easily 10 years before you had a mention in Joe's chat. Is this a new thing that's coming up? Well, I'm not on a big streak now, so I don't mind. Oh, right. I was like, oh no, I forgot. And it was like, nope, I remembered. I forgot how much of a genius I was. I'm gonna switch back to watching on mobile now that your VOD's uploaded. Awesome, Frazzle. I'll see you momentarily. I'm back. Frazzle, we missed you so much. I think Cork was crying. I love the Terp dancing one. Oh, that is a good emote. I think that's the dance I have to do too. Is that we're all on this together? No, that's get your head in the game. I don't have to do that one. I will have to dance to we're all in this together soon-ish. Are those all Habu emotes? Those are all Habu emotes, Mermaid. Oh, it is? We're all in this together? Interesting. It looks like get your head in the game because it's got like a sports stadium behind it. Get your head in the game. I am not asking. Sounds like you're begging, actually. Oh, my health. I should have died. But I didn't. I had to finish my pasta sauce. I'm assuming that Spoons lost. They did. Welcome in, Canyon. I guess you were here at some point, and I must have missed you. But it's good to have you back, at the very least. I know what people like here too well. Ah, there we go. I would very much like a monster floor in a reasonable spot. We have not been getting very lucky today. Look at this. Beautiful, beautiful. Kill all the slimes. Kill them all. Who's biting me? Twas, but forgive you, Mr. Algo. You are very popular today. Oh, thank you, Canyon. I think. Ooh, what are these ones, Cork? Oh, those are very dancey, aren't they? Oh, no! Oh, that was a good floor, too. Shame. There we go. We finished Michigan? Yes, Michigan's done. Everyone's left Michigan. I'm not in Michigan anymore. I had to leave. I was evicted from my home. You know what, Mermaid? I would tell people to leave you alone. But with how much you make fun of me for mispronouncing and spelling, I think it's just okay. It was Alco's fault. Yeah, it's entirely my fault somehow. Onion's the originator? I think so. It used to say, like, come visit us. So I'm pretty sure Onion made that one, at least. I should make some hidden commands and not tell anyone about them and see if they ever get found. I might have already done so. Secret note. Yeah. There's probably a way to turn that one off, though, Mermaid. But I wouldn't want to do that, because then it wouldn't show me. It wouldn't show people what commands there are. I wonder if there's a way to hide them, though. So they're not visible on that list. I'll just keep the tab open. Very nice. I like the enthusiasm at the very least. Your partner showed up to give me jerked chicken. So spicy. Delicious, by the way. And he pointed at Sneakers on the screen and said, hops! Our inside word for our animal. This is the highest honor we can bestow upon an animal. Well, I'll tell Sneakers. I'm sure Sneakers will be very appreciative of that. Whack. You found the Frazzle command? Yeah, Frazzle added that with the year-long stream. I mean, the 1-year anniversary stream. Nope. Spring Break 2 is very fun. Wait, what's Spring Break 2? Is that like the same as Spring Break 1? But new and improved? Oh, we want that. Axolotl, did you duel yourself? You lost. There's a cooldown on duel, though. Welcome in, Farland. I hope you're doing well today. Why? Oh, my health. We had Friday and Monday off because of Easter. Ah, I see. That's Spring Break 2. That's our Spring Break 1. That's our literal Spring Break is starting this weekend. Starting Friday, technically. I mean, Thursday, technically. Proper Terraria music here. Fitting and justified. Happy Easter. I think we're doing an egg hunt in Florida. I'm kind of excited about it. Ooh-wee. I could have died. Hoppy Easter. May your beer be filled with hops this Easter. I assume you meant the different version, but that's my preferred method. The health one is so good. Streamer, check your health. Streamer. I forgot that existed. Sounds like something Onion made. We're supposed to get tomatoes tomorrow in Michigan. I think currently Illinois is being hit with tomatoes today. It's going to be here tomorrow. Community farm. That's the old code. I don't replace it until the next community farm day. There's no reason to. So that was on Sunday. In fact, we are being hit with tomatoes. How are the tomatoes going? And you've seen them up close now. Are they fruits or are they vegetables? Someone named Demetrius wants to know. They're flying red objects that hurt. Because I always thought that tomatoes were atmospheric phenomenon, but apparently they're vegetables. Or fruits, according to Demetrius. One of the two. Hey, Skelly, how are you doing? I'm in pain in Crocodile Beach Placer. I'm sorry, I don't know that one. Could you explain that in a little more detail? How are you doing though, Skelly? This floor is clear. You're in Florida. Congratulations. I'm going to be in Florida starting on Friday. Well, I'll be driving on Friday. We're not getting in there until Saturday. Oops. Dude, I looked at the weather for next week in Florida where I'm going to be. It's going to be sunny and 78 degrees every single day. I'm in Florida, except for one. When the day we get there, it's going to be raining. Can I link my IP in the chat? I'd prefer you did it in the looking for group section of Discord, Axolotl. You mean your location? Yeah, please do not distribute your location. I thought you meant for like Stardew stuff. Yeah, don't tell your location. There's no reason to. You're gonna go on a cruise, but it got canceled, so you just ended up going to Florida anyways. I mean, honestly, cruises aren't amazing. It really depends on the cruise, I guess. I've been twice. The first time I was young and it was amazing because I was young and everything was amazing. The second time I just didn't like it very much. I'd rather have just gone to the places. I guess the nice thing about it is you can go to a variety of places while just paying for like one of them. Brittany, welcome home. I gave you a shout out and we missed you. How was your lurk? Miami moment. I heard Miami is pretty fun. As long as you stay out of the bad areas. Yeah, Canyon. It's like a 2-day drive. It's absolutely worth it. Flying is just so much more annoying. We're staying for a week, so we need to bring a lot of stuff. You were at the hair salon for 6 hours? Oh, that's right. You weren't working. You were getting your do done. Do-da-do-da-a. Did it come out, or are you still waiting to find out? Man, I want to get pampered. It's been a while since I've been, like, properly pampered. I wonder if I can, like, look up spas nearby. That sounds so nice right now. It's done. Good to hear it. Did it come out the way you wanted it to? There's just, like... Okay. Whoops. There's just, like, such a good feeling, like, when you're being completely pampered by someone. I don't know how to describe it other than that. Oh, I need to make room, don't I? Rip all the slime? I got it. What do you mean? Rip all the slime. Salon. I wonder if I can get my hair cut before I leave. Maybe I should try to do that. I don't know when I'd be able to. Set a reminder to set a haircut appointment for Thursday in 2 hours.
Okay, set a haircut up. Minded.
In 2 hours! Like I said.
Sure, I'll remind you to 1 p.m.
Okay, we're good. Do you ever get the feeling like people hear you, but they don't listen, you know? Your poor knees after being in the car that long? My knees never really hurt after staying in the car for a long time. I just get bored usually, but with the advent of smartphones, it's pretty easy to not get bored now. And like podcasts and stuff. I have a King of Kings history podcast specifically reserved for the car ride. Probably back, because I'm probably going to be listening to The Stand on the way there. I'm not going to waste my Monster Musk, I don't think. Oh, actually, I've got so many. What am I talking about? Ooh, Prizzy. Over sap, please. What happened to my health? Imagine having a face. Post a pic in Discord. Oh, of your hair? Oh, I'm excited. Hold on. I have to check now. Selfie. Oh my gosh, it looks so good, Brittany. Wow. That came out perfect. My face looks like this. Mine too, Samantha. It's weird how faces do that. I need room for this fiddlehead. What am I killing? There's so many good things in here. Alright. That's everything. My face has a face on it? Ew. Have you tried, like, getting rid of it? Sorry, that came out mean. I meant it to come out as a joke. I have 4 fingers. Which hand? Also, which finger? Have you seen a doctor about that? No, they won't see me. They hate looking at my face. My lack of face. Wait, really, Exolana Man? That's so interesting. So you have like a super middle finger then? And if you flick people off, they know you meant it. You can't do like the fake flick off where you use your ring finger and you're like, yeah. I remember middle school me trying to be all cool and using my ring finger to flick people off as a joke. No, see, I'm not actually flicking you off. I'm actually using my ring finger, so it's okay. Anyways, I was a pretty cringy kid. I can't believe I'll go flip this off. Canceled. Some people don't know I'm flicking them off. Are they blind or... I will consume my middle finger. You probably shouldn't eat that. Middle school Algo sounds like a wonderful person. You heard some of him when you watched the COD thing. And no, I was not a wonderful person, for the record. Yeah, the COD Let's Plays, exactly. Oh, I still have to do those, don't I? I'll do them during stream at some point. Maybe very soon. Who knows? Could be. There's so much coal. I mean what I mean, mermaid. Words come out of my mouth, and I agree that they exist. That's about the extent of my abilities. I need to find out if there's more chicken. Could you like send us some via mail? I feel like mailing chicken doesn't go well for the chicken usually. But perhaps I'm just wrong. Okay. I got 48 bombs. That's so many. That's so many bombs. I should be not holding those in my hand, by the way, while I'm walking around here. Like good recipe for a day reset. All right, and now we're gonna get slime until these are at a 999. Once these are at 999, we can stop putting slime in these, and then we're done with slime. It's gonna take a while. Put this away. Put this away. Slime hutch win? Maybe. Honestly, we've gotten so much from just not doing the slime hutch that I might just continue to not do the slime hutch. Maybe I changed my mind back. Not now. Are we writing about the slime hutch? Aren't there more important issues that you should riot about? Like the mistreatment of streamers by their chats. A very rampant issue, especially in this community. Hey, Lilsbet. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you've had a wonderful day so far today. And I hope you'll continue to have a wonderful day if you're coming to hang out. Or otherwise, I suppose. I think the problem is that Algo would be fake news. I'm fake news? I can assure you I exist. I guess you just have to take my word for it, though. If AI was this sophisticated, I think it would be better at answering my questions. You want more trolling? I don't think I said that, actually. I think I specifically said the opposite of that. Do you know people in MCSR know right now? Just one person doesn't find out. I'm going to be honest with you, Skelly. I did not perceive that sentence. I unfortunately have no idea what you mean by that. Oh, Minecraft speedrunning. Okay, that's a word. Make it on. I have no idea what's going on with your message still. Did you all know people in Minecraft speedrunning know right? Is that parenthesis an accident? Was that supposed to be like something else? Not gonna slander anyone. It's just so a person doesn't find out, like someone don't want to tell but I'm scared. Silly moment, go burr. I have no idea what you're talking about, Skelly. Are you implying like there's some drama going on in the speedrunning community? Because that doesn't surprise me. Oh, I didn't need the. I did not need those. That tuna. Whoops. Oh no, I think I did actually. Hey Ethan, how are you doing? Welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day so far. It looks like we're doing some something or other. Push-ups. Got it. I have Harlan, I am so confused right now. Is this a copy pasta? That looks like a copy pasta. Oh, penne pasta. Okay, yeah, that probably is probably why. I see. Okay. Got it. I was like trying to perceive it at first. Have you guys ever read something and just like were unable to get any information out of it? Like you're just reading it, but it's like the words come into your brain, but they don't like combine together to make any sensible thoughts. That's what it was like reading that. Yeah, I think that's the point of copy pastas in many ways. They're supposed to make you feel like weirded out by reading them and confused. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do those push-ups right after this quick commercial break. No, but actually ads are about to start and I don't want to block anyone from seeing the push-ups, so we'll wait a minute. But while we are waiting, I can grab the Monster Musk and get ready to head over to Skull Caverns and do the push-ups before I go in. It'll be a really good hype. What's on your chest? Oh, this old thing? It's an ocelot, just like sneakers. This was for, I'm trying to remember who it was for. 1 second, let me check. Not that one. I'm actually not sure where it is. Is this it? Yes, this is it. I can check whose thing it was. It was... Wear a picture on your chest. Oh, Turpin. This was for Turpin. So... Oh, it popped up on screen. That's not what I meant to do. Bad. How did it pop up on screen? What is this? Oh, there it is. Okay, we're good. Beautiful. All right, time to do some push-ups, I think. There was one copy pasta in Joe's chat last night. That was freaking hilarious. Was Joe streaming all day yesterday, by the way, Mel? Or did he take a break in the middle and stream twice in the day? I was kind of confused by that because I saw him streaming in the morning, and then it became night, and then I saw he was still streaming. He streamed twice. Okay. That makes more sense. I was kind of worried for him if he was streaming for like 12 hours twice in a row. He did like variety and then his normal shindig. Oh, the microphone's kind of in the way. Just scooch it. Wow. Mike. I got my Grinch pants on and my hoodie. I see you're pushing up on some streams. That's a nice photo in the background. Which one? Talking about Iggy, who's Cat's dog. That's confusing. Or are we talking about... I'm going to reread this probably like this weekend. I mean, this coming break here. I reread it last break, which is kind of funny. This is Surizuri Children. This is from Your Name, which is hard to see with the light acting on it. And then this one is from Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. He's a nasty boy. Kitty. Well, no, this is a dog. It's just Cat, the person in chat. This is Cat's dog. See how that can be. Okay, let's do push-ups. I've been pushing it back enough. Now I'm gonna push it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Amazing I can count out loud and you all still get the wrong number at the end. But you all get the same wrong number. It's very gaslighty of you. Oh, Mel got a different number. 3.5. Oh, okay. We're getting fractioned. We're getting fractions in this. All right. Why are you scamming us? I couldn't think of anything else to do. I figured scamming was the only way to get to y'all. 3.5 is a decimal, but you could make it into a fraction, I assume. It's not irrational. How many fish ponds do I have? I have 73 fish ponds, Farland. Amazing how I know that off the top of my head. Fractions are a ration of integers. Yeah, rational numbers. I assume you mean like a ratio of integers? You can write 3.5 as a fraction, though. It's a rational number. All right, let's switch back to Stardew. As far as I'm concerned, any rational number is a fraction. What's stack check? Try it out. Let's see how I'm feeling today. I spelled it wrong. Oh, the cooldown. No. You're stacked. All right. Well, I'm just going to play. I'll get it later. All right, let's go down. What did Mermaid get? Mermaid's not that bad. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get sub 100 yet. I'm excited to find out if that can happen. I mean, it can definitely happen. One day someone's going to get 999 and it's going to be very exciting. Oh, we don't want to do that. We want to see if there's any Are we getting like only mummy floors today? Was that like a thing I turned on? Also no monsters. No good monsters. Well, I stand corrected very rapidly. Oh, wow. That slime almost ganked me. I was like, I got them all, so I don't need to worry about healing for a second. Snuck up on me. Streamer, take your health, streamer. Streamer, have you considered how your health bar feels about being so small? Just like, I'm sorry. Good old Celeste intro music. Prologue music might be the more correct term. I don't need to go on. I have to figure out how they make it so you can only do the checks once per stream. I think right now it works indefinitely. There might just be an option on Nightbot. Ooh, oh no. No! The slime got me. I was not even at the, Oh, I didn't see the slime. But that was my fault. I accidentally unpaused. I double tapped it. 4 items. Okay, that could have been worse. Those are the items I care less about for sure. I don't even think I lost anything very important. Outside of the cake, which I will buy back right now. Is that a gravestone? Oh no, salty. I'm not even salty. It's a lot of money, but I'm not even salty. The valuable sap. Won't somebody think of the sap? Am I out of cakes? I don't think I am I? Oh my gosh, I think these are my last cakes. I think I lost a bunch last time. It's okay, we're getting 700 more tomorrow, but we should probably collect the ones. I don't want to collect them on Sunday, though. I want to go to Skull Cavern. There's another birthday coming up, right? Yeah, I didn't collect them on the 10th. There's 3 of them. Who's the third one? Does anyone know off the top of their head and what date it's on? Yeah, I think it is Jess. Summer 4th. Okay, so we'll have to make sure to grab those. We'll grab the 100 from, Oh my gosh. What's wrong with me? Okay, I have to be more conscientious about not dying. There's been more than a few close calls so far today. And then one actual call, I guess you'd call it. Just took a ripping hot sauna. That sounds lovely, Cork. I could do with a hot sauna right now. Do you mind saying where you are in Florida, Cork? I'm curious. Oh, your dad built one a few years ago? Wait, were you not the one in Florida? Someone was telling me they were in Florida today. Hey, Zach, welcome back. Were you working on your challenge, or you just got had stuff to do? Ah, no, it wasn't you, Mermaid. Don't lie. You would never come to the US. You're too afraid of us. I woke up and it's 1 a.m. Maybe you should go back to sleep, Zach. I'm not telling you what to do, but, like... Seems like an ideal situation. Yeah, give me more iridium bands. That's what I want in life. Okay, I'm really glad I got that. Equally, I hate flying. We'll just take a boat. It's just a quick spiff across the pond. As your people would say. Boats are better. If you like, if you're very patient, I think boats are better. No, not even then. I've been boat sick very often in life, but I have never been airplane sick. You don't travel well, just in general? Hey, 937, you are first. Congratulations. Everyone else here is just a bot, so. They can't prove otherwise. Uh-oh. Airplanes scare you? To be fair, they are actually rather terrifying. I am not a bot. That sounds like something that someone at a bot that woke up at 1 a.m. would say. I think my least favorite part about airplanes is people. It makes you sit so close to people you don't know. Like, I could die in a fiery plane crash, but if I was sitting next to someone who's annoying, you know, that would just make it worse. Also, getting into an accident is, not usually indicative of dying. But yes, you are much more likely to die from a million other things than a plane crash. Having said that, plane crashes are quite spectacular when they do happen. Another way I like to talk about it is, you probably know someone in real life that has died in a car crash, but you probably don't know anyone in real life that has died on an airplane crash. That's not going to be true universally, but that's usually true. A very true statement. How did you know? Statistics, my dear Samantha. I hate them, but they are useful sometimes. The crash was bad, but that dude that couldn't stop talking about politics for the entire trip, now that was actual hell. I would have crashed 10 more times instead. He called me dear. To be fair, I was quoting Watson. Or was that Sherlock? Oh yeah, it's Watson, my dear. No, he doesn't say my dear, does he? Well, in Tumblr's version, he does, I suppose. Let's get rid of this one, and let's get rid of these. My dear Watson. Is it my dear Watson? Okay. Okay. I said Watson, my dear, which is a little bit more intimate, I suppose, than my dear Watson. Very Hamilton, that. With a comma after dear. You wrote, my dearest Angelica. Syntax has never been so sexy. Tigger from Winnie the Pooh says it. Interesting. I remember my dad taking me to see the Tigger movie when I was like 6 or 8, somewhere around that range. And he like passed out for the entire movie. I've never seen him just like pass out that badly before. Like before it even started, he was out, and then we had to wake him up afterwards. Yay! Good quote. Anytime I hear my dear, I think of Rhett Butler in Gone with the Wind. I have never actually seen Gone with the Wind. Nor read it. Which I think is the preferred method of consumption from what I've heard. Frankly, my dear Scarlet, I don't give a damn. Something like that, yeah. Sound of Alco eating the microphone. It's on Discord if you really want to hear it. Zach. It was quite potent. Hey Lucy, how are you doing? Welcome in. Well delivered. Was it? Yeah. I was talking to this about my friend the other day. I can do pretty good accents, but I lose them so fast. I can like do a, like I can get into an accent, but after like one sentence, I forget how to do it. It's very weird. It's like hard to explain exactly what happens. I might want to like practice, because I want to be able to be good at it for D&D. All three of my friends all are like DMs / players in D&D. We were talking about like doing a voice acting class together, because it might be fun to try it out. I'm just blind, deaf, and dumb. What do you want from me? Oh, has anyone here read The Stand? Or I suppose seen the movie? I don't know. I guess there's a movie. There's a character in The Stand named Nick Andros or something like that. He's deaf and mute. And it was like such a cool... I don't know. He's such a great character. I love him. I start out with an accent and then end up sounding Southern. You know, that has happened to me a lot. Y'all, this is floor 2. This is an amazing floor for resets. Unfortunately, it's already 7:40. When did that happen? All right. I missed it on the first pass through. Y'all, it's floor 2. I don't know if you noticed the floor count up there in the top left corner, but I have to say that this is a monster floor on floor 2, and I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty happy to be able to kill this many slimes in one sitting, and only have to reset 2 floors to get back here. I can't read. Chat can't count past the number 3. Something like that, I reckon. I think that's you that can't stop counting. We can count to 4, we just choose not to. Is that what you're saying? I guess you can do whatever you feel is best, Samantha, but I don't know. I like my ability to count past the numbers. Aren't there like 20 mathematicians in here? Well, Jess isn't here, so there's only about 10. Okay, I could definitely can't count. I was hoping you'd catch that one, mermaid. I left it there for you, special. Hey, Wasagi, how are you doing today? Welcome in. I'm not actually Southern. I know you could tell because of my wonderful accent, but... How's your day going? It's going really well. I've been killing monsters all day, and I've felt better for it. There's something about slamming your hammer on the ground repeatedly that is therapeutic, in a sense. Did you check the cart, by the way? I did, mermaid. I did. Now, mermaid, I know you think I'm forgetful or dull, as you'd like to put it, but I remember such things, all right? I got a real good brain. Doubt. I'm working on a map for Stagport in Hasti? For my D&D campaign. I have to look at more and more square, I'll cry. Are you like building it from the ground up? That's pretty intense. I don't think I've ever done anything like that before. I got a real good brain. Sometimes if I use my brain hard enough, it hurts. That's how you know it's strong. You're doing it in a drawing program? I was going to look up if there was like city builders online for D&D because I've seen people make cities before and they kind of look similar. So I think there's one that exists. Yeah. I think it would work good for like towns and stuff that I don't really care how they look. I just want like a layout that if a party asks me where something is, I can be like, yeah, it's in that general direction. Here's the general layout of the city, you know? I could just like sloppily put something together. For important towns, though, it probably doesn't have everything I need. Dude, that's the second time in a row. Made it from scratch. I do use paint.net for my whatever use I need. Actual smile, by the way. Most assets cost money. That makes sense, yeah. Which is why I would only use them for things that don't require the majority of assets. Atena? Is that how you say that? My D&D character successfully murdered 4 of the main NPCs because they were annoying. I'm sure your DM was very happy about that. Oh, are you going to post it, Parker? Oh, that's exciting. I want to see it. Our campaign ended with a 1 in 1,000 dice roll. You know, that is pure D&D right there, though, Farland. I love that. I think you told me this story before, because it sounds familiar from you. For low-effort NPCs. They did say... that was Tari, right? Yeah, they did say main NPCs, though. I guess if I was the DM, I would just, like... take whatever responsibilities they had and put them on other NPCs. Yes, this was an alternative part of my plan, obviously. I had always planned for you to kill all those characters in cold blood. It was always a possibility that you would have done that, you know? Just straight up murder. Wait, are you good aligned? I'm gonna get like 2 stacks of this stuff. What am I at right now? Oh, I'm not even close. I would have gotten 2 stacks if I figured this was out. This was here earlier. I think it moves by 2 every day, so it should be on 4 tomorrow. Mermaid will correct me in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh no, Mermaid was already typing. Dang it. Up 2 floors every day. It wasn't on 4 yesterday. Unless I missed it. That's a shame. Oh, they usually come in pairs. little bit of slime murder makes you happy in the morning. Currently doing Calamity mod again. That's exciting. How's that going, Farland? Give me those, please. Summoner run. Ooh, that is exciting. Do you have any other mods besides Calamity? Magic storage, I hope. Chaotic evil sorcerer cleric. Fair enough then. That does sound like the kind of person who would be a little bit murdery. And not even unexpectedly. Many. Ah, yep. Mods are like pistachios. You can't just have one of them. Oops. I made a backup character who's a scam artist. I just get the feeling that all of your characters are scam artists, Mermaid. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just, I get that vibe, you know? Even if they're not scam artists, they're scam artists, you know? Something like that. All right, we're about to pass out here. Let's try and drop this off. Can we get inside? We did not get inside. Dang. Creation Bard. I really want to play a Creation Bard. I think that's going to be my next character. It was going to be Eloquence, but I think Eloquence is just too strong. I want to have a weakness. Might do like one level dip in something else and then Eloquence Bard. Not Eloquence, sorry. Creation Bard. You had to go opposite. Fair enough. I don't know if I could play a chaotic evil character. Lawful evil, I think I could manage. I just don't think my brain works well in a chaotic evil format. I don't know, does that make sense? Probably not. Like, I can't be creative in that space, I guess would be the way to put it. I could do lawful evil. Yeah, lawful evil seems reasonable, right? Like, I don't think I'm an evil person, but like I can imagine what like a lawful evil personality would be like. Like you feel like you're following some code, some like low like set of rules that forces you to be evil. Like that seems more reasonable. Chaotic is just like, why am I doing anything? Like what benefit does it give me to, I guess it's not even about benefit, huh? Forcing yourself out of your comfort zone. I'd be willing to do it for, and I have done it for one shots and such. But like for a whole campaign, that's like a lot of work. Because I'll be honest, no matter how much you play D&D, at some point you're going to default back to yourself. So I feel like any character you play has to have some element of yourself in it. You can't like completely get away from who you are. Chaotic what? Farland? I love it. Yeah, and it's awesome you can do it, Tari. I just don't think I could. I can do it as a DM, interestingly enough. But yeah, again, it's different. If you're playing like a huge campaign, you have to like really get into character. It's part of your job at a table, right? Like, I don't even think I have that many chaotic evil villains when I DM. Like, almost all of my villains have a very good reason for doing what they're doing. Because I like writing that sort of thing. Well, a good reason to them, I should specify. I can do psychotic, that's easy. I can do psychotic as like a one-shot or like a one-off thing, but not like a full campaign is what I'm thinking. I did a one-shot where I only spoke in iambic, is that how you say it?
Iambic.
Oh my god, that was really loud. Pentameter.
Pentameter.
Pentameter? Interesting. Why is iambic of or using iams? Oh, that's probably why.
Iamb.
Interesting. I don't know why it's being that way, but okay. We'll accept it for as it is. Wait, what festival is today? Is today the luau? It is the luau. Well, we can safely ignore that. Which means we're ready to just go into Skull Caverns. Good music for it, too. Let's descend. It's spring? Oh, the Egg Festival. Whoops. I'm supposed to go to that, aren't I? What if I instead just didn't go to it? What if I just decided not to go to it instead? Would that be such a big deal? I have to sleep to year 2000 anyways, right? Like, surely I can just pick up another plush bunny. I don't want to go to the Egg Festival while The Valley Must Survive is playing right now. We gotta be in deep here. 13 eggs is just that good. I've never gotten 13 before. Nah, I probably have gotten 13 before. I'm gonna let Abigail win this year. I let her win every year, regardless, actually. Despite all the enemies on this floor, I'm not seeing any few gems or anything. And these guys are kind of hard to kill, so let's go to the monster floor. Hey, it is actually one. You were right. Yeah, we're definitely not going to the Egg Festival. Screw you, eggs. What have you ever done for me? These guys are so annoying. I miss when I could kill you in one hit, Squid Kids. Just asking to die there. Very cool. Of course I was right. It's only ever happened one other time, Mermaid. I don't know what you mean by of course you were right. Have you never eaten an egg? I've had one or two. Probably a good thing that floor can't be a monster floor, actually. Okay, game. There's only like 3 layouts that can't be monster floors. Come on now. Oh, man. I know there's more than 3, Mermaid. Come on. You know I'm joking. Probably. Dude, I'm dead. Oh. I'm good. There's 7? Also, if it's a mummy floor, it can't be a... Oh, no, it can be, actually. I don't know how that works. So I've definitely had monster floors that are mummy floors before. But I don't think it's supposed to happen. Oh, in the 30 to 40, okay. And repeating after that, yep. In dangerous, yep. I don't know why there can't be mummy monster floors to begin with. Oh, I know why. Because it's possible that you can't get by them if you don't have Crusader or bombs. What if only on those floors the mummies just insta-died? That seems worth it to grab. Yeah, that was floor 1, wasn't it? I was about to leave and I was just like, you know what? That's a rare occurrence. Let me go grab that. Although I don't know how rare it really is. I see it on Reddit all the time. It's amazing how common certain things can appear to be when people post about them all the time. That was weird. I think my computer slowed down for a second there. Oh, keep going. I should have gone back to the top already. I forgot. Since I'm already here, I might as well not waste a ladder. Coffee, by the way, Mr. Streamer. Oh, thank you. Like how 2 dropped. I can still make it to the Egg Festival, but my chance is slipping away rather quickly here. I have no qualms at giving up a plush bunny for a floor 4 monster floor. I can easily get 2 stacks of slime today. And who knows how many other untold riches. Gather all y'all up. I do like how they travel to the sides themselves. It's rather nice of them to do that for me. Down. Probably should have just taken that one. It was pretty close. Oh, this isn't a monster floor. Well, it's not the monster floor I asked for, but it might be the monster floor I deserve. There we go. Definitely didn't mess that up at all. Nope, not me. No siree. Definitely alive by actual skill and not just by pure luck. Okay, nothing to grab here. On to the next one. Next one. 4 is mummy. How we doing, by the way? We're already almost up to 200, 2,200. Ooh, boy. All right. This is even the monster floor, and we got a mother load of gems. Oh, that was 4, huh? I don't like how the gems block your view of the floor number you're on. Ooh, that's pretty. Hi, friends. Would you like to all get together up here? Thank you. Ever get so into the game you look at the calendar and actually think it's that day? I've definitely confused Stardew time with real time before, especially with seasons. For some reason, seasons really get me. Like when it's spring in Stardew, for like moments I think it's spring in real life. Not like for a very long time, but like if I think about it, I'll know. But it's definitely happened before. I guess time of year might be a better way to put it. Because the days don't actually correspond to real life days, but like the actual seasons correspond to real life seasons. Have you tried touching grass? I did try touching grass once, and I got a rash, so not doing that again. Ooh, is that our third stack? It might be. No, it's just our second. It's still early in the day, though. I keep forgetting that. It feels like it's much later already, because I've been here so long. Ooh, man, my health. I've gotten mixed up about seasons in-game and months IRL before. Yeah, exactly. And you were making fun of me. Is there any grass even in all of England for you? There's actually... England's very grassy. I don't know what I'm saying. In fact, it never really stops being grassy, huh? London probably does, though. The hay fever. Man, my nose has been getting stuffy lately, and I don't normally get allergies bad. Yeah, I was gonna say, England's got so much rain. London's really green? Oh, interesting. I was misinformed, allegedly. Allegedly. Whatever that means. Okay. For there being a monster floor here, it doesn't seem to be a monster floor very often. Oh, did you post it, Parker? I'll take a look real quick. Oh, no, you didn't post it. Or at least not yet. I don't know if you were planning on it. I haven't sent it. Ah, got it. You don't have to if you don't want to. I just thought that's why you were pulling up Discord. Yeah, it's totally up to you. I would be interested in seeing it, to be honest with you. But you don't have to do it. That's entirely up to you. Parker's making a D&D map for a city. Oh, showing people things that are in progress is the best, because then you're shielded from criticism by saying it's not done yet. At least that's what I do that for. Random person 513, thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry my follow alerts are not working, but I'm going to give you one of these. Oh, it's a person. The automatic follow alerts are not working, at least. Whoops. I had room in my inventory for that? Where? Hope I didn't overwrite something. It doesn't feel like I should have had room in my inventory for that. Berry's a bit confusing, as it is. Hi, Annoyed, I'm Mom. Did I say I'm annoyed? Probably, huh? I do often say that. That does sound like me. Might actually be a little tight to get 2 stacks of slime today. We'll see if we can do it. You could with pause buffering. I'm not super interested in pause buffering it. I might be able to regardless, especially with this floor. I took a double hit there. Yeah, you're right, Mermaid. I don't like resetting so much, though. It's not good for viewing, and it's not fun for me. And those are probably my 2 most important criteria right now. The rest of it's just kind of whatever, right? It's not like I'm limited on time or anything. I almost just knocked myself out there, though. You're absolutely right that I could have ignored that section, but then I wouldn't have gotten that Galaxy Soul. I get FOMO even in video games. I don't know if that's FOMO. It kind of is, though. Dying wouldn't help. You're correct about that. It would probably take both my stacks of slime. I haven't seen any radioactive ore today, which means it's probably not a good daily luck day. Yeah, this is a crappy one. I'll just leave this one. Who needs luck? Hey, Mallory, how are you doing? Welcome in. Give me some of that auto petter luck. And then tell me who needs luck. Hope you're doing well. Can we get a shout out for Amateur Archaeologist? I'll go when he dies. True enough. I don't get FOMO at all. I do. Exactly. Exactly. You had it on a minus luck day too. Hey, Kristen. Hello, all of you beautiful people. My name is Christina. Oh, Christina then. I'm sorry. It's lovely to be here and fantastic to meet you all. It's lovely to meet you too, Christina. The follow did not go off, but here's an alert for you. Thank you so much for the follow, and I hope you're having a wonderful day as well. And for those of you who do not know Amateur Archaeologist, aka Mallory, they're an awesome streamer. They do a lot of Stardew Valley challenge runs, so if you're interested in seeing more like that, you should go check them out. They're also a sweet person. They're a real archaeologist. That's really cool, right? Day? I have no idea what you're talking about, Zach. I just wanted to read your message extremely dramatically, and I did. Mallory is the one. I'm sweet? Of course you're sweet. I don't hang out in streams that I don't think are sweet. I'll tell you that right now. I have precious little time. That's a lie. I'm bored a lot, but the entire other internet exists though. So if I didn't think you were cool, I wouldn't hang out there. You think Abu is sweet? I mean, in a different way, yes. Actually, Habu's a really nice dude. He's certainly got that, he's got his streamer personality, but he's a really cool dude. Yes, I did, Tari. I got the 999 Iridium Master Jigs. I've lost count of how many times I've reset at day 13 because it's not even clear how the fairy works. Interesting. Well, make sure you're backing up all your days. You might want to talk to Mermaid about that. They're much more likely to know than I am. How clear is your farm? Are you talking about me or... Oh. That was a stupid question. You know how clear my farm is. Oh, someone joined Habu's stream earlier and their first message was Habu is hot. I mean, are they wrong? All speedrunners are hot. I believe that's one of my quotes. You can quote me on that. Wow. 5 Q gems out of that. Said all speedrunners are hot. Speedrunning is hot. I'm gonna try and steal it. Fair enough. Feel free to do so on Discord. Sorry. Tari, there we go. I have pictures of my farm posted if you need to like a closer up look at it. Oh dang, it's 1 a.m. This might be the last floor I'm on here. Here we go. I don't know what the prep is. Got the spreadsheet already? I have like actual pictures posted on Discord, so it would be like if you wanted to see the different areas of the farm and how they looked, that's on there. Ooh, let's get some water in me. Dang, it's so close. That's a shame. Get rid of this. Dang it, that's it. Three green slime eggs. Wow. All right. Let's put this away. I only have 34 staircases. I gotta remember to go grab those. I guess if I'm in Skull Cavern, it's not a big deal. Because if I run out in Skull Cavern, I can just grab them from Skull Cavern. That's where I keep them. One second. Hello? Hello? All right, guys. I just found out I gotta go, unfortunately. I gotta go help with something, and it's about time for stream to end anyways. Normally I would have gone one more day, but we'll finish this off tomorrow. So I am gonna be streaming tomorrow. Finishing off today and hopefully getting to like sometime in mid-spring. Wait, we're already in mid-spring. And then from there, that's gonna be it for 999 for a little bit. Oh, so thanks everyone for hanging out today. Let me go find someone to raid real quick. What's up? Woo, Algo is gone, party. Good now. Oh my gosh. Who isn't live right now? The heck? No, much longer. Okay. Well, Piano's in the middle of a pretty good run right now, so we're gonna head in there. And then I'm imagining that Piano's probably gonna be finished after this run. So wherever you go after that will probably be where I would have rated anyways. Alright, so let's go ahead and raid into Piano. And Piano will probably like raid into Joe or something as soon as his run's done. He's only about 45 minutes out. And if the run dies, then it's even sooner. Okay, let's go ahead and raid Piano. Can someone do exclamation mark raid in chat, please? We'll get this together here. All right. That's funny. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out today. It's been a lovely time. I'll see you all in the not too distant future. Bye, Mermaid. I'm live right now, Mermaid. You're silly. Oh, Dusk, thank you so much for the resubscription. Welcome back to the stack for the 13th month. Enjoy your emotes, your sub badges, and your ad-free viewing. I apologize that we're ending right now, but head on over to Piano and say hi. Bye, Mermaid. Tari, you just want to copy paste that last part there, the non-sub, where it says non-sub after that. I should probably separate those, to be honest with you. Bye, Mermaid. Bye, Mount Runner. Bye, Tari. Thanks for coming by. It was nice to meet you. Bye, Samantha. Bye, Waffles and Grapes. Bye, Zach. Bye, some random teen. Bye, Wims. Have a wonderful day, everyone who is hanging out, anyone who is lurking. Bye, Parker, and anyone who's chatting in chat. I'll see you all in the future. Bye for now. Oh, bye, Larian.
$350, $150.